Hi, hello. In today's video, I will be drawing a reference sheet of my D&D character Stella. Firstly, I did want to mention something. So I made a whole video animating a new intro. I tried editing together and I did not like it, so I'm editing a new intro, but I'm not gonna record that because that's just too many intros at that point. So there will be a new intro eventually. I just gotta do it. But yeah, for Stella, I wanted to make her a new reference sheet because the campaign she's in is restarting with a new DM for reasons I'm just not gonna get into ever. I redesigned Stella a little bit since the last time you guys have seen her, and now that I had a more good idea of what I wanted Stella to be, I redesigned her. The first thing is Stella's a doll, so I wanted to add in two different things to the reference, a kid version and a clothing version, so I could dress her up if I change her outfits, but also so I know how all of her joints work. So if I draw her in different outfits where there's different joints exposed, I know how those joints work. So like I can see on the side view one, I can see what the back of the knees look like. So if I need to know what the back of the knees look like, I know what I want the back of the knees to look like. Same thing with the elbows. The back and the waist area is kind of similar. I looked up a lot of references of ball joint dolls because that's what Stella is based off of. She is a living doll. I based her off of a lot of ball joint dolls I've seen with her build. She used to have she has a little bit more of a dramatic body type now, but that was more because I wanted her to not look as much of a little kid because she's only 4 feet tall. And I wanted her to look a little less like a kid because she's not a kid. She's 21. That's when she died. She died when she was 21. I wanted her to resemble more of a 21-year-old than a kid. Even though since she's still small, she'll probably still get confused by a lot of NPCs. I thought it would help her not look as much like a little kid. Also, so I don't feel as guilty as putting her, if I ever decide to put her in a more 21-year-old outfit, I don't feel guilty for it. For Stella's new colors, she always has had orange hair and like blue and purple in her eyes, but I added pink and I made the gradient because the gradient is supposed to represent a sunset. Stella's full name is Stella la Sol, which just translates directly to Stella the Sun. This is just some, not mock, but like reference that her personality, she's generally like a big ball of sunshine and she's super friendly and wants to be friends with everybody and she just loves everything. And that's her just general personality. And also, yes, she's a bard. Before anyone says anything. Yes, she's a bard. That's why her name is Stella la Sol. It is to reference her happy personality. In the reference picture, I added Stella's backstory and Stella's backstory, her eyes, and then a picture of her locket. I also did and then I added my name to my watermark to the background. I really like but more of explaining Stella's redesign because it's not super dramatic. I did take away the pigtails, but it was less because I love the pigtails, but the reason I took away the bubble braid pigtails was because I wanted Stella to have some sort of character development from when she does escape, which I can't go fully into Stella's backstory, but I can read a little bit of it. But essentially, she was created by an evil corporation. Yes, because this D&D takes place in not normal D&D. It takes place in the New Capenna. It's like all 1920s themed. fantasy, so it's a little bit more technologically advanced than Faerun or any of the other places, or like Spelljammer. It made more sense for me to make Stella but Stella to be created by a corporation. For Stella's backstory, I can reread it out loud. I just gotta go get it. There's Stella. But yeah, we restarted the campaign. I'm actually kind of happy about it because a lot of Stella's lore got made up or got bullshitted during the campaign because I just didn't think of it until it happened. And so I'm happy I got to. Stella is a doll made for child care, or she's meant to be like child care. So when something happened with the kid during the campaign, Stella got really upset because since she was made for child care, she wants to protect children. I didn't think of that. Another thing about Stella is that Stella was a human at some point. She was a human at some point, but she got kidnapped and turned into a doll. But that's a different can of worms. But that's pretty obvious. She doesn't know she was kidnapped, but she does know at some point she was a real living person. Throughout the campaign, she's gonna remember more and more about her own life. But I like the story a lot, or I like her story a lot, because it's just, I like to think about her kind of just growing as a person. And even though she's older, since she doesn't remember anything from her past or anything about the world in general, it's kind of looking at it. I kind of made her this character so I didn't feel stupid asking questions for my first time playing D&D, but also because it's kind of nice to play a character that has like a fresh set of eyes on everything. It's a lot of fun because she looks at something and it's like, oh my god, she wouldn't know what that is. What's that? It's fun. It's fun being that curious person. It's also kind of fun. I'm usually kind of more pessimistic, but it's kind of fun playing a character that literally is just sunshine coming out of their butt, because that's just Stella. For Stella's backstory, I'm gonna, pardon me for my reading voice. Okay, for the backstory of Stella woke up in a dark I'm so sorry. Let me try that again. Stella woke up in a dark box she could not stand in. She was terrified because it looked like there was 3 humanoid dolls next to her. They looked dead, almost like they got shut off. Not remembering anything and faced with 3 dead-looking dolls, she freaked out, banging on the sides of the box for freedom. After so many hours, the side of the box busted open. All the dolls and Stella fell out of the box. The others still dead, and she stood up. Taking in her surroundings, after a few uneasy steps, she wandered into the strange lab, scattered with doll parts, still not remembering who or what she was, until finally entering a bright medical room with a giant glass tube filled with bodies of all races. In the reflection, she saw that she was also one of these dolls. Stella flew back in shock and fear. Upon realizing this, she realized she needed to escape this strange, horrible place. Stella then hears footsteps. Scared of being caught, she opens the nearest hatch and falls into a trash heap. Once she got back up after her fall, she looked around in the trash to help her escape. In the mess, she found a heart necklace, and something about it was familiar to her, so she decided to take it with her so maybe she'll remember her past. After that, she found this last part doesn't really matter because this is not canon anymore, but she got away. The last part of this is basically her finding a coat, but I scratched that because I didn't want to add the coat to the design. I'm so sorry for my horrible reading skills. My bad. But that's Stella's backstory. The locket, this isn't necessarily like a spoiler or anything. This is just the locket is from her human life when she was a human, and it was passed down from her mother. And if she opens it, there's like a little engraving on the inside, like, I'll always love you. Stella's mother's dead. That's But that happened recently, but not. But also she doesn't remember her mother, so I don't know how much that really would. I know it would matter to her a little bit, but I don't know if it would completely destroy her knowing that information, because she doesn't remember her mother, because she doesn't remember anything about her past life, at least in the beginning. All she remembers is that this necklace is somehow significant to her. But yeah, this is my reference sheet of Stella. I really like it. She is super cute. I really like her new design. Throughout the campaign and throughout her growing as a person and learning new things, her hairstyle is definitely going to change, and definitely her outfit's going to change. This is what I call out of the box Stella. So this is Stella after getting out of the box. Her hair is all matted and messed up because during the struggle of getting out of the box, her hair got all fucked up. And when she leaves the trash chute, that's also another slightly different design because she looks really bad. She looks like she got dragged through hell because she's just disgusting looking, and she's covered. The dress is all ripped up. The hair is partially coming out of the braid. She's covered in garbage, and she smells like she rolled around in garbage, which she did. She's missing a shoe. Like, she just looks bad. She looks like she's all messed up. But yeah, this is Stella La Sol. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.